The video does the overview with a voiceover of all the things, right? And I think fundamentally, you just want to say, here's what you get, like just very straightforward. And here's what it's going to help you solve so that you can. Very simple process. Like we have this so that you can have benefit. We have this so that you can avoid bad thing. We have this so that you can have good thing. And if you think about value overall, you think, how do I make it faster? How to make it easier? And how to make it risk-free or how to make it guaranteed? So there's the elements that you want to be mentioning when you're talking about each of the bullets. Does this thing make it more guaranteed that they get the result? Does it make it faster that they're going to get the result? Or does it make it easier for them to get the result? And I like to emphasize one of those 3 points when I'm making each of the bullets. What's up, guys and gals? Guys and gals. How are you guys doing? Everybody excited? SkoolGames champ. Yeah, Goose came in with the school specific swag, which was super sweet of him. But yeah, and the tie-dye version, which is sweet. So today should be fun, or it won't be fun. And so you can tell us if it wasn't fun. But we're gonna do a little something different today. We're obviously gonna do Q's and A's. But man, okay, if we're doing all these reviews, I don't even know if we're gonna. Well, we'll do the best we can. So. Any big updates that you wanted to hit on, Kirby, before we rock and roll into this?
This is the last call for the end of these games. So, couple interesting things. Kai has made it into 3rd place, which is impressive.
Yeah.
And there's a fierce battle for 10th place.
Yeah, there's a megathon going right now with between like 3 or 4 guys. Yeah. Jennifer Giz she was at 10th an hour ago.
Wow.
Lewis is there at 29.9. I mean, dude, she's $27 ahead. Yeah. And then Jamie C's actually come up in the rankings. Jackson was at 11th. Honestly, like a couple hours ago. So look at these guys, 4,200, 4,900 in the last 24 hours. So they're cranking right now. We still have like 3 days left though, right? Or 2 days left?
Yep.
30th?
Yep.
Yeah, 30th at 2. Yeah, it's getting intense. It's getting heated, if you will. That being said, let's rock and roll. All right. So that was the leaderboard. So we did that little review. Fantastic. Obviously, Nate's in first with the Belmar Bros, if you will, with the 6-figure plus first month, which is monstrous. But let's dive into some page reviews. So this is gonna be a little bit new. I've got a big list of pages. I'm gonna see how many we can get through, and then we'll go into Q's. Sound good? All right. Fantastic. So let's dive in here. So let's look at defense fitness. All right. So overall, this looks simple. Let's see here. Sounds good. Some testimonials. Great. This is neat. Strength and fitness. Got it. So if I were to do a teardown of the page, first off is I'd consider having a video here that kind of walks through the major components that you talk about inside of what's included. And so that would just be like, hey, like this is what we do with the workouts. Let me show you what the workouts look like. Let me show you what the section on nutrition looks like. Let me show you what our meal plan looks like. Let me show you what the community inside and some of the challenges of people who are participating. Let me show you the network that we have. So you can show the group, the number of people that are added, some like recovery techniques. So you could just show the section that you have in recovery and show that stuff. And then I think this will be super valuable for a lot of people. So this would probably be one of the ones that I either I do it right off the top in the beginning, or I would close with it. So it's like I either want it to be the first thing they think of and be like, whoa, this is really cool, or I'd want it at the end. So it's something called peak end bias in terms of videos, is that people from the peak of a video, the peak emotional state, and they remember how things finish. And so I would want to either have it sandwiched to the front or the end, number one. Number two, I think that these slides right here are, I think they're potential, like wasted opportunities, maybe a little bit strong for what I'm saying, but I would want to show like, this is great. Like this is really good. A little bit harder to read. So I might use fewer of them and highlight the parts that I want someone to read. So I want to direct someone's eyes here. So I might have 3 that I think are the best. And I would highlight the portions of text, because like the person's gonna, like if you ever watch screen recordings of people doing stuff, like they skip around really fast. And so you want to just make sure that you, like here it just says, if I were to click through this, I would just say, people say nice things. And then I would just move to the next one. Like I wouldn't even read it. I would just know people have said nice things. So I'd rather pull out 1 to 3 really meaningful ones to right off the bat. The video would be first, that would be second, or I'd highlight it. And then each of these tiles, I think should represent images from these things that are included, right? So if we're thinking about this from a features perspective, it's like the video does the overview with a voiceover of all the things, right? And I think fundamentally, you just want to say, here's what you get, like just very straightforward. And here's what it's going to help you solve so that you can. Very simple process. Like we have this so that you can have benefit. We have this so that you can avoid bad thing. We have this so that you can have good thing. We have this so you can avoid bad thing, right? It's more good or or less bad. That's fundamentally just sales, how it works. And if you think about value overall, you think, how do I make it faster? How to make it easier? And how to make it risk-free, or how to make it guaranteed. So there's the elements that you want to be mentioning when you're talking about each of the bullets. So does this thing make it more guaranteed that they get the result? Does it make it faster that they're going to get the result? Or does it make it easier for them to get the result? And I like to emphasize one of those 3 points when I'm making each of the bullets. Now, with this, you have healing, you have some elements, you have discipline and focus, you have, I'm guessing, some sort, like you have training, so you've got like muscle elements. So there's a lot of basically solutions being presented here. And I'd want to boil it down to like what the main outcome that they're going to get is from here. So TLDR, video first, the structure of the video I went over already, and then each of the tiles I would use to highlight one key thing. And so now that I'm talking about this out loud, I would have a picture of the stuff, and then I would have one testimonial super laid over it about that thing. So it's like, here's the meal plans. And then there's Sarah saying, like, these meal plans are so amazing. I thought it was just gonna be something generic on the internet, but these actually really helped me out and have made fitness so much easier for me. Boom. That's the testimonial highlighted. Great. Next tile, workouts, right? It's like, hey, and then obstacle will probably be like, can I do these at home? So someone's like, I thought I was gonna need a gym for this, but I actually can do these at home. And they're really challenging. So I think I'm gonna have like, a year plus before I'm gonna be able to do some of the more advanced stuff, but it's really nice because you regresses it down to somebody who's at my level, who's just getting started. Great. That's the testimonial around the feature. So it's like feature, testimonial, or feature, biggest obstacle. And so I would think about that when I'm going through each of these tiles to make it more compelling. In terms of the actual words themselves, so let me pull this page back up because I'm still looking at it. You guys are looking at my face. I like the prices going up soon thing. I think that's great. Okay, this is fine. Let's see here. Workouts. Yeah, and this is more or less the bullets. So that's fine. I would maybe consider, like I said, I mean, this is at the end. I would probably start with this one because it's super compelling. Like direct access, just for everybody here, like access is what groups approximate. Like they basically, instead of getting one-on-one with you, they get one-to-many with you. And so you want to show any degrees of access that you are providing that this looks like it's one-to-one. You want to show that. Now, not just be like responses from the master or whatever, but I would want to hit with that first because I think that would be really compelling. And yeah, these things are nice. So yeah, I think fundamentally the words look okay. So I'm good with that. Whether the emojis or not do anything, that's something that we can probably figure out at a mega level, whether bullets or check marks work fine, whether each of the individual emojis. Do I think it's going to have a huge effect on the conversion? Honestly, probably not. But I think that fixing this stuff would be the thing that'll drive the most throughput in terms of conversion optimization. So that's the first one. All right, let's look at this one. Is this good for you guys? Can you, let me see if I can see the chat. Or Kirby, you can tell me if people are liking this. Okay, fantastic.
Listen, if we get 1 out of 2 paid communities to make money, most people don't have organic audiences. So we had to figure it out or no one would stay on Skool, but we have. And that's why we have tens of thousands of groups on Skool right now. And as much as I'd like to think people love me, people stay because they make money. And we'll show you exactly how they did it. And also, just to make sure you don't get stuck on any step, I answer questions every single week. And so now's the best time to get started. So if that sounds at all interesting, the best part is you can start a community of your own absolutely free. Worst case, start for free, you decide to quit, and then you can take all the training that other people charge thousands of dollars for with you for free. Best case, you take a zero risk move and build an online business that could change your life forever. And to be clear, I'm not asking you to decide yes or no today. I'm asking you to make an informed decision. That's it. And the only way you can do that is on the inside, not on the outside. So get inside and see if everything that we say is true and valuable to you. And if you get in and decide it's not for you, no sweat. But you can't truly make an informed decision right now for the same reason you don't buy a house without looking inside of it first, or test drive a car before buying it. So this is a guaranteed risk-free test drive. And the only reason you can make an offer that strong is because you're confident that what you have is the real deal. And I'm fairly confident that when you sign up by hitting the button below, you're getting exactly what you need to start your online business. So you might as well give it a shot. The only other guarantee is that if you don't take this shot, you'll stay right where you are right now. But if you take action, you could be the next one coming out to Vegas celebrating how quickly you built an online business with consistent monthly recurring revenue and driving away in a Cybertruck or with 100 grand in cash in your pocket. Pretty neat. So click the button below, join us in the SkoolGames. I take calls every Monday, hop on and be sure to let me know you're new. I'll see you on the other side.